All right, ladies and gentlemen of Jaguar Nation, the time has finally come. We are live with the season opener here at home at Texas A&M University San Antonio. Your men's Jaguars taking on the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma. And on behalf of the Jaguar Sports Network, my name is Cameron M. Caldwell, and the first streaming operation and broadcast of the year. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a beautiful day for some Jaguar soccer, opening it up. Both teams having an impressive season last year. Your Jaguars making it to the Red River Conference Finals, losing to, I believe it was Texas College, I want to say, and dropping that game in penalties. But Jaguars had a 9-3-3 record, and the Drovers of Oklahoma had a 6-8-4 record. And we are live. Drovers taking possession of the ball in the back, trying to work out of the back, sending a ball up top, intercepted by number 5, Eduardo Hernandez. Drovers got it back, moving forward here. Jaguars taking that one away easily. No trouble in the back so far. Jaguars have a solid team this year, had a great return rate of their former players and picked up a couple new ones as well, a couple of new freshmen and a number of transfers. Coach Jaramillo is very excited for what's to come for this team, looking to make another deep run into the Red River Athletic Conference playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing today? Thank you so much for tuning into the Jaguar Sports Network. Go ahead and drop us a comment. Let us know where you're viewing from. We'll give you a little shout out. Let us know who you're supporting, if you're supporting a specific player or anybody, or just the Jaguars in general. Thank you for being here. And Drover Nation, thank you for being here as well. If you're watching this stream, we are a stream for both sides. This is Cameron Caldwell live at Texas A&M University San Antonio, covering the Jaguars in their season opener. Jaguars building out of the back now. Ball sent up top to number 32. Olivares, that one gets thwarted. Back out to number 31, Gonzalez. A couple of step overs there, looking to get something going. Foul is called in favor of the Jags. Decided to go quick, knocking it back. Knocking it back all the way to the keeper, number 12, Dominic Peña. Jaguars got going early, hot in one of their scrimmages that they had preseason. Looking to do the same here again. Number 5 now. Hernandez knocking it out wide. Number 8. Back to Peña. Jaguars having no pressure building out of the back. No problem doing so. De La Torre, a returning Jaguar men's soccer player. Now with Guerrero. Guerrero losing possession in the middle here to number 12 from the Drovers, Lynch. Hard tackle there, no foul called. Now with 11, Fanzano. Decides to reset it to the back to Lynch. Lynch to York, and York over to Lorenz. Now out wide. Great ball moving here by the Drovers, looking to send it up top, and looks like they got around, but Peña comes out and grabs that one. His box is strong today. Jaguars having no problem building out of the back, knocking it around a bit. Coach Jaramillo leading the team. Peña knocking it up top. Lynch intercepts it on the Drovers. Term says, here to support Ronald Aguilar, his former student. Thank you so much for being here and supporting Ronald Aguilar and your Jaguars. And looks like Drovers getting a ball inside, knocking it across. Peña deflects that one, and a clearance by Oscar Garza. Great job getting that one out. Great job by Peña, keeping strong on his line, coming off of his line. A lot of keepers are somewhat afraid to do that, but Pena has no problem coming off that line. Very comfortable in the box as it seems very early on, and Drover's looking to get something going here. Navenka says, pause up, Jags. Navenka, thank you so much for being here. Our former Marcom and social media coordinator supporting the Jaguar Sports Network and supporting these Jaguars here in their season opener. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is Cameron M. Caldwell on behalf of the Jaguar Sports Network, and we're here, season opener. Your Jaguars taking on the Drovers of the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma. Bit of a long drive for them, making it down all the way to hot San Antonio. Had some rain last night, so it's extra humid, but perfect day for some Jaguar soccer. We have some overcast. Both teams here ready to play. Drovers reset all the way back to their keeper, number 1, Angel Diaz. Clearance by number 5, Hernandez. Drovers will reset with a throw-in. Looks like Jaguars have a good crowd here today in attendance. I'd estimate just above 50 people or so here to support the Jags. And the Lady Jags, women's soccer, here to support their Jaguars. I see a sign over there. I don't know if that's from the Lady Jags or not, but they are here, the team supporting their men counterparts, if you will, and Jaguars looking to get something going. That one knocked out by Bolanga from the Drovers. Jaguars reset with a throw with number 32, Olivares. Gonzalez couldn't keep possession of that one. That'll be a Drovers goal kick. In a preseason interview, Ronald Aguilar talked about his expectations for this season, his last season as a Jaguar on the men's soccer team. Guerrero with a great header, keeping that one in bounds. Ball bouncing around a little bit. That was number 6, Simbomana, excuse me. Cleared out by Diaz, the keeper. Ball's knocking around here in the midfield. Ronald Aguilar, the first ever All-American and Player of the Year in TAMUSA history. His last season here at TAMUSA, he's speaking about his expectations for the season, what he thinks will happen, and what he wants to happen. Taking his team farther than they went last season, making it all the way to the national championship is his goal. And he's looking to get some more assists, too. If you remember, Ronald Aguilar scored 26 goals in 13 games last season. One of the best players in the Red River Athletic Conference, obviously winning a All-American award. I believe it was 3rd team. Gonzalez with a good header. And number 8 on the Jags. It's with Ronald Aguilar now. He has Guerrero running inside, but very good header to thwart that attempt. That was York heading that one away. Got over 50 viewers here on the Jaguar Sports Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is an entirely student-run organization. Most of us are volunteers. We do photography, social media, live commentary, as well as videography. I believe I already said photography, but we are here. We are at every game. We're courtside, we're fieldside. We are the official sports media network here on the campus of Texas A&M University, San Antonio. It's with Pena now, knocks it outside. Jaguars having no problem playing in the back. De La Torre finding Guerrero outside. Jaguars starting to work up the field, trying to get something going here. Back to Guerrero up the line, see if he can keep it in, and he does. He has Aguilar up top in the box. Aguilar getting up, and great header from there. That was the Jaguars' first attempt of the game, and doing it in incredible fashion at that. If you're new to the Jaguar Sports Network, I invite you to hit that subscribe button. Help us hit our goal of 900 subscribers before the soccer season ends. I believe we're at 862 right now in just a year of operations that has exceeded our expectations and exceeded our goals faster than we could have imagined. So if you're new, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, support this entirely student-run initiative. We've been very fortunate and very blessed to have all the support from coaches and players, all that we need. As Jaguars knock out that attempt, and great ball to Ronald Aguilar in the middle. He has two defenders on him, trying to get away from him. Still with the ball, but great defense by York, getting that one away. Christian Guerrero pressing hard. Guerrero with it now. Out wide, making something happen, and Drovers getting going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Had to sort out some technical difficulties real quick. We have the clock up and running now. Apologies for that. Drovers had an attempt up top, but no luck yet. And joining us on the second half of commentary will be Coach Moody, the head coach for the women's soccer team. Coming out of England, he has quite the extensive and successful coaching career here in the States. Played semi-professional as well in England, I believe. Played on the same team David Beckham played on. Quite the experienced coach, and absolutely has turned this women's soccer program around. Coach Moody with his expertise, we're happy to have him on in the second half. And Jaguars resetting. Hernandez out to 8, looking to play up the line. Makes the defender stumble a little bit. Good tackle inside by number 8 of the Drovers, Rosenqvist. Gonzalez pressing up, and as well as Aguilar. Aguilar looking to get going, pressing the keeper. Keeper's going to have to find something quick, pop something up in the air. Not quite what he wanted, and it'll go out in the Drovers' half of the field. Term says Ronald is awesome. He was MVP throughout high school, absolutely. And a hard tackle on Gonzalez. No whistle, though. Shoulder to shoulder. Ball was got. That was number 2 for the Drovers, Walanga. Great job by the Jaguars resetting that play after losing it up top. Noticing a lot of patience from them. Not forcing anything up top, which is good to see. A lot of times when you force things to get going, you make a lot of easy mistakes, and Jaguars looking to limit those. 63, 64 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're just joining us, we probably have some new viewers in here. This is Cameron M. Caldwell. I'm on the play-by-play commentary for today. This is the Jaguar Sports Network. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Jaguar Nation. Welcome, Drover Nation. Happy to have both sides here on this stream, on this entirely student-run initiative. Thank you to everybody that's chatted. If you haven't chatted already, if you're here to support a specific player, or just the team, drop us a comment. Let us know where our viewers are from. We like to know where everybody's viewing from and who they're supporting. We'll give you a shout out and interact with us during the game. Jaguars have some pressure in the back here. Pena. Great poise from him as Simbomana gets that one out of the back. Jaguars lose it up top. Drovers looking to get things going here. Runner gets behind. Pena comes out and collects that one easy. Touch was too hard from number 14, Espinal, on the Drovers. Ball is taken by Fasano. And Simbomana called for the foul there on Fasano. Drovers have the ball in a bit of a dangerous area here. Might be too far for a shot, but it's good enough distance to get the ball inside and possibly get ahead on it. We'll see how Pena sets everybody up. Decides to hold his line just above the 18. Got some players out wide here. And Jaguars get that one headed out. It's going to be a corner for the Drovers. Looks like we have a player down. And he hops up quick, nice and easy. I believe that was Oscar Garza going down, or excuse me.
Go stand on the front six.
Might have been De La Torre. Drovers corner here. Fasano, the captain, on that one, looking to get a ball inside. Looks like they're going to blow that whistle. Might have been some extracurriculars going on there. Referee wants to get a handle on it early.
Just go win the ball. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to talk.
Donna Pinborough watching from Sutherland on Sea, Essex, England. Thank you so much for joining the stream and joining the Jaguar Sports Network. Ball's inside. Great header out by Christian Guerrero.
Tiago, get off the corner.
Couldn't quite get it out of there, but
Give me anybody else.
Pena couldn't collect that one. Another Drovers corner. Fasano steps off the corner. It's number 14 now taking it, Espinal. Fasano being an option short. Elects to go back in. Ball is in. Great header out by De La Torre. And a great turn by, I believe that's number 21. Excuse me, that's Joey De La Torre. Darwin Concrete following the Drovers from Vancouver, Canada, cheering for number 14, Fernando Espinal. Thank you so much for joining in on the stream. Player for Whitecaps MLS Academy. Didn't know that. Thank you so much for joining and letting us know that information. Thank you so much for joining us, Drover and Jaguar Nation alike. We're happy to have you all here on the Jaguar Sports Network. Jaguars knocking it around in the back. It's with Guerrero now. A little bit of a miscommunication. Jaguars are able to keep it, though. Love knowing where all of our viewers are from. We have viewers everywhere, Canada, England, right here in Texas. I know we have some viewers from South America watching and Central America. Supporting your Jaguars. Jaguars had a record of 9-3-3 last season, making it all the way to the conference championship, unfortunately dropping that game in penalties. But as Ronald Aguilar said in one of our player interviews we have posted this offseason, Jaguars looking to replicate that and go even further. Lequeto unable to keep that one in. Jaguars have a throw all the way deep in their own territory. Not sure how that one wasn't a goal kick, but went out for a throw. Referee saw a throw, so a throw it is. And that was Oscar Garza trying to clear that one up, and Gonzalez went down hard. Looks like his player went under him, but Jaguars up, moving up the field. Aguilar finds him outside. Aguilar creeping in the middle now. And that one was Josh Olivares on the attempt.
There you go, Josh. There you go.
Looks like it went out for a goal kick. Looks like we have an injured player down. We're going to take that camera off of them. Great job by our camera crew here. We have Mr. Demetrius on the camera. We have a number of photographers out here. Social media is live as well. If you want to check us out on Jaguars Sports Network on Instagram, you can. We are close to hitting our goal of 600 followers, I believe, is what we're almost at. And we're going to take a break here. Player's going to get some water, as I believe it was a Jaguar went down with the cramp. But score is 0-0 in 24th minute. Jaguars looking to get things working. It's been about an even game so far. Attempts on both sides. I believe that was Gonzalez that went down. We have a viewer from the Netherlands supporting the Drovers in number 5, who unfortunately got injured last game. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting your Drovers. Hopefully number 5 is healing well, doing some therapy, whatever he needs to do to get back on the pitch. And David Melly, watching from York, England, supporting the Drovers, especially number 3, who's starting on the bench today. That's number 3, Aiden Melly, possibly a brother or a son of David. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Jaguar Sports Network. We have just over 70 viewers live here on the Jaguar Sports Network. Happy to have you all here. This is Cameron M. Caldwell, live play-by-play commentating. We're here at Texas A&M University San Antonio in the season opener for your men's Jaguars, taking on the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma, the Drovers. And great crowd here supporting the Jaguars. We have the women's soccer team, as well as a number of other fans. Wonder if any Drover fans made the drive down. Jonathan Pena, JP. Thank you for joining the stream. That is a TAMUSA legend right there, TAMUSA media legend, if you will. Says, and we are live. Yes, sir, we are live here on the Jaguar Sports Network. We are very happy to be back in operation. It's very good to be back, JP. We hope you're doing well. And we are back in play, ladies and gentlemen. And referee sees a foul. It's going to stay in the back with the Jags here. That was number 32, Olivares, that went down. It's going to be taken by number 8. Got about 23 and a half left in the first half of play. I believe this is a non-conference game for the Jags, but it is a season opener that we are allowed to stream. Jaguars had a couple scrimmages that, due to league policies, Jaguar Sports Network was not allowed to stream. The referee calling another foul here, and he's going to have a word with number 14 as well. Good job on the referee getting a handle on things early. Doesn't want to bring the cards out yet. No reason to. Hasn't been any hard foul. No reason to bring them out. We have viewers from the Netherlands, England, Canada. Jaguar Sports Network is for everybody and everywhere, and we are happy to have you all here. This is an entirely student-run, led initiative. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Help us reach our goal of hitting 900 subscribers before the soccer season ends. And De La Torre, running like he has fire under his feet, finds Guerrero outside. Good attempt here. And hits the side netting. A good shot, but couldn't quite find the near post. Jaguars on the bench liked that one. It's good attempts to get things going. Ronald Aguilar seems to have wanted that one inside, but Guerrero kept it for himself and let one rip. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know how we are doing on the stream, how the camera's going, how the commentary is. We are also posting live updates on our social media Instagram page. And looks like Guerrero is going to get a red card. a straight red. I'm not too positive, and we have an injury on the field as well. We're going to take that off. Guerrero and Captain Aguilar not happy with that one, and not my job to give input on the cards or not, but I'm not seeing much of a red card. Deserve, maybe, I mean, a booking for sure, but a straight red is definitely a big decision from the ref here. He saw what he saw. Guerrero is going to unfortunately have to come off the field. First booking of the day is a red. Not something you see quite often here. Guerrero making his way off the field. We still have an injured player here. Looks like the goalkeeper from the Drozers, Diaz, trying to play peacemaker over there. Seems to be a couple of extracurriculars going on. Ronald Aguilar having a discussion with a couple players as well. Guerrero has made his way off the field here. Bit of a big decision, bringing out the red card this early, an unfortunate one as well. Looks like that player is up and happy, or excuse me, up and moving. Number 7, that is who went down, Lequegdo. And coming off for the Jaguars is number 31, Isaiah Gonzalez. He was taken off by apologies, ladies and gentlemen, that was not Isaiah Gonzalez. I have inaccurate rosters here, so from now on I'll just be saying numbers. The rosters I printed off from the website seem to not be accurate. I was informed by number 31. Drovers getting things going here. Thank you all so much for chatting with us. And Drovers resetting things. Jaguars getting things going again with 10 men. An unfortunate situation. Guerrero having to come off. Referee said the decision came from a studs-up challenge, but let the viewers and the referee have their thoughts about it. An unfortunate situation, but Jaguars going to do what they can. And Aguilar going down hard there. Looks like the same kind of challenge. Looks like a booking is going to come out. It will be a yellow card for, I believe that was on number 4, York, one of the captains for the Drozers. Seems to be the same kind of challenge that got Guerrero sent off, but no, the red card came for the Jaguars. Unfortunately, Guerrero got sent off. Jaguars resetting here. Going to have to change up their play style a little bit. We'll definitely get a word from Coach Moody when the second half starts about how they'll have to adjust things after, unfortunately, picking up that red card. Drozer is resetting now. Yes, Mr. Melly, we are aware that the camera position is a little low. Unfortunately, we do not have a scaffold yet. We are sourcing that, but we are making do with what we got as of right now. Pena picking that one up. No troubles doing that. Thank you so much for the feedback. We appreciate it. We are working on getting a scaffold so we can get that bird's eye view that we had last season. Once again, we appreciate the feedback. Looks like referee's going to call a foul, and they're going to move quickly here. Ronald Aguilar being found over the top. See if he can keep that one with him. And Drozer's able to get that one, or Drover, excuse me, able to get that one out. That was York, able to knock that one out here. Lorena Perez, Juan Andres, David Melly, thank you all so much for commenting and joining our chat here. Happy to have Jaguar and Drover fans alike. If you're new to the Jaguar Sports Network, do not be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Support our entirely student-run initiative. We were founded last August and picked up like wildfire. We have just under 900 subscribers right now. Drovers have a attempt inside here. Pena coming out, and he'll hit the side netting here. Unable to finish that one. Great job cutting the angles down by Pena.
Maddie, go underneath. Tano, go up high. Tano, the 9.
The junior goalkeeper out of Honduras, or excuse me, San Antonio. Wrong player. Drover's going to make a substitution. That's number 11, Fanzano, the captain, coming out. Pena likes to go short here. Jaguars enjoy building out of the back. It's a better option than just knocking it up and not necessarily having control of possession. Aguilar with a miscommunication with his team. It's going to be Drover's ball. Zero 0 here, heading into the 14th minute. Drover's resetting. Once again, folks, my rosters are unfortunately inaccurate. I'm going to go by numbers today. Don't have the right numbers to players on my rosters in front of me, so I'll just say numbers now. Drover's looking to get things going once again. Building from the back. Both teams have no problem doing so. Jaguars continuing to press up together as a unit. Drover's able to break it, resetting to the back. That's York with it now. Sending a ball up the top, and Pena be able to come out and get that one.
So bad in the attack. It's so bad.
Drover's head coach having a few words for his players, unable to get things going up top. And number 24, Jamal Brooks for the Drovers, is going to replace York in the back.
So soft.
Drovers aren't able to find their footing right now. Keeping the ball at their feet, just not coming together for them in the attack. Brooks going to take off York here, making a substitution, and number 18 for the Jaguars taking off number 25. We have updated rosters here. Coming off is Villanueva for the Jags. Drovers throw in up top in Jaguar territory.
Get up! Get up!
11 minutes to go here in this first half play of the season opener for your Texas A&M University San Antonio Jaguars. Long throw coming in here. Looks like they're going to call the foul, heading the other way. Jaguars ball just inside the box, it looks like. Pena elects to step back and let one of his center backs take it. It's number 5, Hernandez, taking the kick. Ronald Aguilar looking to trap that one, and he does, trying to keep it with him. Dumps it off to De La Torre. Aguilar up the line now, looking to keep it, and he does. Gets around the defender, unable to keep it in, trying to slide and keep it with him, but unable to. That'll be a Drovers goal kick. Once again, thank you all so much for joining in. I have just over 70 people watching live here on the Jaguar Sports Network. Cameron Caldwell. We are live here. This is our first operation of the school year, if you will, school season, whatever you want to call it. Season opener for the Jaguars, taking on the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma, the Drovers. Welcome all of you to the stream. To shout out our head athletic trainer, Bobby Two-Step, making sure both teams are staying healthy, and a good ball over the top there by the Drovers, headed to number 13. Has 2 players on, and that's number 26 from the Jags, Oliva Sanchez on him now. Great defensive effort. It's going to stay with the Jags. Goal kick. Pena and the Jaguars defense have been solid so far. Really only 2 dangerous attempts, one of them hitting the side netting and one of them going over. 9:05 left to go in the first half of this season opener. Jaguars looking to get things going. Score is still 0-0. Jaguars have some pressure in their own half of the field. Able to clear it out. Going to reset it once again. That's number 32, Olivares. Jaguars looking to keep possession here, keep it on the ground. No need to send it in the air. With Pena once again. Hard tackle coming in at the back of Olivares. He goes down, and it's going to stay with the Jags. Referee blowing his whistle.
Pitcher does everything. He plays you open, and you screw it up. Why put you in?
Pena sending that one up top. Good tackle coming in from number 32, or on number 32, I should say. That was Olivares that went down and picks up the foul for the Jaguars. Jaguars in a good position to get something going here in these last couple minutes of this first half. I'm going to get something sent in here. Backside, it's bouncing around a little bit. Looks like they're going to call. They're calling a foul on the Jaguars. I didn't quite see it. Drovers building from the back. Just over 80 viewers watching live on the Jaguar Sports Network. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this season opener. Jaguar Nation taking on Drover Nation from Oklahoma. Just about 5.5 minutes left in this first half. Score is still 0-0. Both teams have had their fair share of attempts. We have a good little crowd out here for the season opener. Lady Jaguar women's soccer in attendance, as well as their head coach, Coach Moody, who will be joining me on commentary in the second half, giving his expertise and analytics. Ball popped up by the other captain, number 10 for the Drovers. That was Malenovic. Not a good attempt there. Jaguars continuing to build from the back here. Good tackle there. It's gonna, looks like a throw in for the Drovers. That's number 2 taking that one. Boranga. Sanchez got a good foot into that one. Jaguars unable to keep it. That one was knocked by Joey De La Torre, getting it out of the Jaguars' half. Drovers will have to reset in their own with just 4:14 left to play. Either team forcing anything. They don't have to. They know that. Both clearly very talented teams. Drovers had a record of 6-8-4 last season, as your Jaguars had a record of 9-3-3, looking to replicate that and, in fact, do better. That was the words of Mr. Ronald Aguilar, the captain in his last season here at TAMUSA as a Jaguar. The university's first All-American, university's first player of the year, 26 goals in 13 games last season, looking to replicate that and do even better this season. Said he's looking to focus even more on getting some assists this season. You know, he did a lot of scoring, but he wants to assist his teammates as well. Referee decides keep his whistle low. No need to blow a foul there. Could have been a penalty for the Jags, or excuse me, for the Drovers, but didn't see a foul. No reason to blow it. It's like number 15, Samuel Allen, going to check in for the Jaguars. And he's going to be checking out number 8 for the Jags. I don't have him on my roster, unfortunately. He's going to check out. If you haven't dropped us a comment yet, let us know where you're viewing from, who you're supporting, whether it's Drovers or Jaguar Nation. We are happy to have you here. Seems like referee saw the ball at first, but looks like he is going to blow it in favor of the Drovers. They're going to pick up a whistle. They're going to call number 6, Max Legwater, out, and number 15, Noah Jansing, is going to replace him. Picked up a little knock to the head. Bobby Two-Step going to check on him. He says he's okay, though, but they're going to pick him up. Our clock is still running, might be a little faster than the game clock here, just by a couple seconds, but looks like it's going to be a drop ball. It's going to stay with the Jags. Referee did not blow a foul, he just blew it for the injured player. Jaguar is unable to keep the ball in their possession. Drovers doing a good job taking it away and keeping it with them. They switch the field now. That was number 2 over to number 12, Lynch. And a poor touch from Jansing, the sub. Right away is going to give the ball back to the Jags. Have just over a minute left to play in this first half of the season opener. And Lynch going for a ride on the back of Aguilar. Referee's going to blow that one a foul very clearly. Ladies and gentlemen, I just got word that there's 5 minutes left, so our clock is fast. I think they had been stopping it a little more than I realized, so our clock is not wrong. I repeat, our clock is about 4.5 seconds fast, so once the clock hits 0, they will keep playing, and like I said, about 5 minutes left to play in this first half. With Lynch now. Lynch looking to find something inside. Unable to, but Drovers can't get a foot on it, excuse me. Bolanga finding something inside. That one's headed out as well. I believe that was Sanchez, got ahead to that one. Aguilar with it now in the midfield, looking to keep it. Can't do it. With Lynch again. And a great save by Pena, getting a hand on that one. Getting his feet set and able to just dive backwards and catch that. Great job by Pena there. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, our clock is at 0. We have about 4 minutes left to go, 4.5 maybe. That was Joey De La Torre losing the ball up top for the Jags, looking to get it back, running with some speed to him. They're going to switch the field over to Bolanga. Bolanga has time and space. Another great header by the Jags, keeping it out. Back to Lynch, out to the left. Lynch picking up his head. At the best ball, Sanchez clearing it out for the Jaguar. That's going to be a Drovers corner. Once again, thank you all so much for tuning in to the season opener for your Texas A&M University San Antonio Jaguar men's soccer, taking on the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma. Bit of a road trip for them coming down to Texas on this overcast day. We had a little bit of rainfall last night, so the humidity is up and it is steamy out here, but it's a great day for some Jaguar soccer. Bolanga unable to connect well to that one. It's going to go out for a Jaguars goal kick. Pena coming out. Drovers now with it. That's number 13, Scott. Pena able to get back to his line. Ball's knocked to the middle. And shot just over the top of the goal. Couldn't get on top of that one. You know what they always say, chest over the ball, chest over your feet, and he couldn't get it done today. Jaguars able to escape that. Bit of a defensive mismatch, excuse me. 2 minutes left. I just got word we have 2 minutes left here, ladies and gentlemen, of this season opener for the Jaguars in this first half, taking on the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma. I want to take a second to shout out everybody we have on the Jaguar Sports Network. We have Demetrius on the camera. We have Carlos, our director of photography, out here. We have Maddie, one of our new photographers, and DJ, another videographer we have here, out here taking some video. I believe that's everybody that we have on staff. Trey Delgado, also the president of Enlace Media Lab. That's our house that houses us, and happy to have him out here helping us get set up. Drovers looking to get something going late in this first half. Ball is coming inside. Pena gets a hand to it. Gets knocked back out. Hits the post. Jaguars able to avoid.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Almost a scary situation there. Not almost, a scary situation. Ball hit off the post. Pena better go and kiss that post, as most goalkeepers do when the post saves them. And clearance was by, I want to say, Sanchez or possibly Hernandez. Didn't quite see it, but 1 minute left, as we heard. Jaguars just need to keep it here, avoid any last-minute mistakes. Score is still 0-0 with just under a minute to go. Aguilar pressing now. Ball is played up top. Drovers looking to get something going. Headers inside. And nothing there. Pena has all the time in the world to do anything he needs to do.
8, 7.
Pena is just going to get rid of that one as 5
4,
seconds left, rather.
3, 2.
And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the first half of play in this season opener of your Texas A&M University San Antonio Jaguars men's soccer taking on the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma. Score is 0-0. Thank you all so much for joining us here on the Jaguar Sports Network. Cameron M. Caldwell on the call, and joining me in the second half is women's head soccer coach, Coach Moody. Very happy to have him on here. We had him on a number of times last season. He gave his expertise and analytics here. I'll be asking him a number of questions, how he feels about the game, how he feels about this new team of Jaguars, what's changed, what hasn't, and it's going to be a good time. Thank you all so much for tuning into the first half. Keep it right here. We'll be back in just a little bit here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the season opener, second half of your Texas A&M University San Antonio Jaguars taking on the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma. This is Cameron M. Caldwell, and I am joined by the head coach of the women's soccer team, Coach Moody. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks very much.
Absolutely, Coach. What were your thoughts on the first half here, the season opener? How'd you feel specifically about that big moment, that red card? What were your opinions on that?
You know, I think the game's been pretty even. It was hard to see if it was a foul or a red card from where I was sitting, but it definitely gives the opposition an advantage now, having 11 players versus our 10. So it's going to be interesting to see how we set up and want to play out this next 45 minutes.
Absolutely, Coach. If you were at the helm of the men's Jaguars right now with 10 men going into the second half, still 0-0, how would you adjust things going into it?
I think because it's early on in the season, it's not a conference game, I'd be a little bit more aggressive and still try and score goals rather than sit back and defend in a low block. But, you know, we have some very skilled players, so I think they can keep the ball well and move the ball up the field, but they can obviously do it quickly because the opposition has more players than we do.
Absolutely. And, Coach, what are your thoughts of this team that is coming in, the Jaguars coming off of a great season, going to the conference championship, and you know, what are your thoughts on some of the newer players that have come in? Just from what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of new talented players. You know, it takes time for them to get into what the team was doing last year and get to that level where they were or could be anybody. You know, I think, again, we're definitely a playoff team, and you know, they should be looking to win the conference and go to the national tournament.
Absolutely. Those are the words as well of Ronald Aguilar, the first ever All-American and first ever Player of the Year for TAMUSA. He said that their goals haven't changed any. They've just gotten even better. You know, they're looking to go to the national championship, looking to win the conference. They do have a chip on their shoulder. You know, they lost conference championship in penalties. You know, it's definitely a tough way to go out. But looking to make things better, looking to improve as always.
Yeah, I think definitely that's a motivation. You know, I think they were unlucky last year to go out on the penalty kicks. They could have gone a little bit further. They're returning some good players. You know, obviously graduate people, and it's a completely new team this year. So they're still trying to find their feet, and it's going to take some time. But, you know, that's what these games are all about. Absolutely.
The preseason, but not quite preseason, season opener that we are allowed to stream. You know, they had some scrimmages that, due to league policies, Jaguar Sports Network was not allowed to cover, but as you said, they're back and getting a look, especially, you know, like you said, you have some things to work out early in the season and, you know, these new players learning how to adjust to the new style of play and the new system that they're coming into. Ball coming into the box here. Jaguars have an attempt early. That one's knocked out by the Drovers. Cleared out by number 12. That one's cleared out by Lynch. I believe that's Joey De La Torre on the throw. Elects not to go quick. Jaguars are playing with 10 men. And Coach Moody, I'm correct, you have a number of new players on your Lady Jaguars as well. I believe you had said you had, what was it, 10 new players around there?
A lot more than that.
A lot more.
Yeah, I mean, we graduated half our starting lineup, so we brought in, I think, about 15, 17 new players. You know, there's a lot of competition for places, so we've got a good squad size. You know, hopefully everyone stays healthy. When we can at practice, obviously we're looking to grow and try new things, new shapes and formations to find out what works best for the players we have this year. You know, just like the men here, you don't know who exactly plays together well and building those relationships. So these 4 or 5 games before we get into conference play are very important.
Absolutely. And how do you feel that those new players have adjusted to the new system of playing that they're coming into?
You know, it's always an adjustment. It doesn't just click straight away. You need to work at practice. So there are things that we need to do, again, just like the men, working on things, and it takes time to understand, adjust, and then when you're playing, you know, make those good decisions that help the team be successful.
Absolutely, Coach. Having another successful last season, and we are here. Coach Moody, Cameron Caldwell, live on the Jaguar Sports Network. Jaguars looking to move things up. Ronald Aguilar. He might have that one. Tries to hit it first time, unable to on that. Coach, can you speak on the importance of having a player like Ronald Aguilar, especially in his last season here at TAMUSA? 26 goals in 13 games. What does a player like that do for the team, do for the younger players, and do for team morale in general?
Yeah, I mean, that's a phenomenal number, scoring that many goals last year, and if he can replicate that, the team have a good chance to go a long way. But, that was in the past. So, again, I think he's back to zero. So it's about what he does this year. So it's understanding, he plays with confidence and self-belief, which is important. So, again, his teammates need to find him with the ball in the right areas, and he'll be able to put the ball in the back of the net.
Absolutely. Jaguars unable to do so far in the first half in their season opener versus the Drovers of Oklahoma. It's been, as Coach Moody said, quite an even match. Both teams have had a fair number of attempts. Drovers are in control here so far. Trying to work up the line. That was number 7, Legetho, of the Drovers. Joey De La Torre is going to reset. Jaguars looking to find the ball up the field. Unable to find Aguilar up top. Sanchez got a body on a man there.
Good, Joey. Good, Joey.
What are some adjustments you think that the Jaguars need to make going into the second half, Coach, just based off of what you noticed in the first?
Yeah, I think the good thing today is probably it's the coldest it's been for a while. Obviously the storm came through last night. We didn't get a lot of rain, but it's definitely about 10, 15 degrees lower than normal. So, again, it's overcast, not much sun. So that's definitely a benefit. If it had been at 95, 100 out today, then we would struggle playing with 10 players, and there would have to be a lot of rotations and changes that would be made. But being a bit colder today, I think that we can keep, the strongest players that have consistently played over the last couple of games out there. And then just see how the game goes. If we can get one, then we can just sit in and hopefully see the game out 1-0. But, they have the extra players. They're going to have a lot more of the ball than they did up until that red card.
Absolutely, Coach. That red card coming early. First booking of the game, straight red. Neither Coach nor I got a good view on that one. Jaguars lose it in the back. That one's with 11. Fasano, the captain. And the Drovers will get a goal here. That was number 7, Legetho, and looked like a bit of a miscommunication possibly in the back, Coach.
It's just having an extra man. That's what it came down to. At the far post, got the ball, and stuck it away. That's what happens when you got 11 versus 10. Just get the extra player in the right place, the right time, and free shot, and he took it well.
Absolutely, Coach. A great finish there by number 7, Legetho, and Pena came out, had his angles right, it looked like, but snuck it in the far post. Score is 1-0 for your Drovers. Once again, if you're just joining us, this is Cameron M. Caldwell and Coach Moody, the head coach of the women's soccer team here at TAMUSA, and this is the season opener. Drovers just got up 1. Jaguars are playing with 10 men. Christian Guerrero was sent off early in the match. Unfortunate circumstance there for the Jaguars, but Jaguars looking to bounce back here. They've had their attempts. Just need to settle down. Coach, how would you adjust? What would you tell your team after going down like that and early in the second half and with only 10 men?
I mean, it's good and bad that they've scored early because now it gives us more time to try and go at them and get that equalizer. But then if you're the team that scores, it's like, let's go get the second, and kill the game off straight away. And then you can just keep the ball and run the game out. So it's definitely about character now and people. Are they disciplined? Do they work? Are they communicating? Do they stay organized? Because, again, the game's not over yet, and you can definitely still get back into it. But you have to probably move the ball a little bit quicker and go a bit more direct, I think, into our forward.
Absolutely. Ball played in there. That looked like Fasano that played it. Didn't amount to anything, though. That'll be a Jaguar goal kick. Pena. Dominic Pena in the net. Looks like Jaguars. He's going to send his team up, electing not to play short here. Coach, would you change anything up? You have 10 men. Would you elect to not play out of the back? How would you work that? Jaguars love to play out of the back. They have no problem doing that. They seem to have a lot of poise when they do it. Does having 10 men change that, or was that just him wanting to go long there?
I think definitely set pieces go long now because they can press and they've got extra players, which they should definitely do. So I wouldn't advise them to go short, but, if that's the way you play all the time, it's hard to change that. But definitely on set piece, free kicks, corners, I'm putting people up and try and hit targets, get knockdowns and flicks and see if you can or have the ball drop in the right area where you can get a shot on goal.
Absolutely. come down to the midfielders a lot more. It looks like that ball is knocked out, and it will go for a Drovers goal kick. In goal is Angel Diaz. Coming by way of Spain, Deacon Spain, also a captain for the Drovers. Omera Rodriguez, thank you so much for tuning in, watching from Miami. We have Mr. Tony Talamontes, the former Jaguar Sports Network commentator. If you've been a long-time Jaguar Sports Network fan and Jaguar Nation fan, really, you remember Tony and I's commentary from the last soccer game, actually all the way into the basketball season. Tony, quite the legend here in Jaguar media. Anthony Talamontes, we know him as Tony. And Drovers looking to get something going again. Jaguars able to knock that one out. De La Torre loses it in the back. Ball inside. That one's cleaned up by Pena, doing a great job taking control of his box. Oscar Valencia, thank you so much for tuning in. Junior Klepko, I remember you, a former Jaguar soccer player. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, Jaguars are playing with 10 men. Ball played in by Drovers, nothing to it. York's going to settle this one in the back. And you may have already touched on this, Coach, but just for the viewer's sake and just for the sake of asking the question, how would you adjust if you were on the other side of it, if you were playing against a team of 10 men?
If I'm playing against 10 men, I'm a one-up. I'm definitely going to be more aggressive and have more players higher up the pitch and try and go for that second goal. Because, again, normally you should at least have an extra player back on defense. As long as they're organised, they're talking, you shouldn't find yourself in a difficult position defensively. So, I'd go for the throat, go for the win, try and get that second, third goal, kill the game off as quickly as possible.
Absolutely. We just saw an attempt there, another by the goal scorer, Thato Legetho. He had a shot, went just wide. No danger for Pena. Looking to get his second one here. Looks like we're seeing that here, Coach. The Drovers playing a little bit more direct. Looks like they only have 3 in the back, or excuse me. No, they still have 4 in the back, excuse me. But Drovers are looking to keep that pressure up, and Joey De La Torre keeping it, trying to get something going up the field, dribbling through the midfield, knocking it out wide to number 32. That's Olivares. Olivares keeping it to Sanchez. Back to number 8, or excuse me, number 6. Simbomana. Jaguars going to reset here. Don't need to force anything. It's going all the way back to Pena, the goalkeeper. Coach, how important is it having a goalkeeper that can play with his feet like that while the Drovers just took it away? Drovers on the attack now. Jaguars looking to get it out. We'll get back to that question after this attempt. Sanchez. Attack from behind. Joey De La Torre. Jaguars trying to keep this one out of their own half, out of the dangerous way.
Yeah, I think it's important to have a goalkeeper that can pass the ball and use their feet. Otherwise, you're one-dimensional. Most goalkeepers should be good at shot stopping, dealing with crosses, and getting the ball or going out to get the ball with confidence. But you need a player that can use their feet, and then it definitely makes building out a lot easier from the back and gives you that extra player.
Absolutely, as Pena has had no problems playing with his feet in this game at all. We've seen the Jaguars build from the back a lot of times, having to reset all the way to Pena. He has no issue doing that, and looks like Drovers picking up a free kick. Bit of a dangerous area, especially with 10 men the Jaguars have. Pena's organizing his players here. Looks like he's keeping them on the 18. Or just above it. Wind's starting to pick up here. We'll see what kind of difference that makes, if any. A little bit of rain last night here in San Antonio, but as Coach Moody mentioned, didn't really affect the field much.
We didn't get too much down here. I think it was more north of the city.
That makes sense because I live up north.
There you go.
Free kick here. Drovers looking to find something. Knocking it in, and that one's skied way over. Not what Lynch was looking for. Looks like he wanted to go for a shot there. Bit of an ambitious attempt. Looks like number 2, Olivares, and Oscar Hernandez checking in for the Jaguars. Hernandez is actually number 11, but he's in number 31 today. Checking our professional weather forecast. Looks like we are predicting rain in about 35 minutes, so if my clock is right at 33, we might just beat it. That would be nice, Coach. We have a lot of expensive equipment here, and we have a tent, but a tent can only do so much.
Yeah, I think a bit like last night, it'll probably go around us.
I'd love to put my money on that. Wind is starting to pick up, though, so we'll keep an eye on it. Drovers looking to play a ball over the top. Coach is not happy with that one. Pena able to pick it up. Likes to play quick to Olivares.
Yeah, they don't need to go direct. They got the extra player. They can be patient, build it up, get extra numbers, and then get ball. You know how they scored their first goal. Just get the extra player, keep the pass, keep the ball moving. Don't force it.
Absolutely find that extra man that they have. Aguilar's with it now. Aguilar goes down. That's going to be a foul in Aguilar's shot territory. We've seen a lot of attempts from Ronald Aguilar and a lot of goals scored. A lot of goals scored in this territory from Ronald Aguilar. In fact, when Coach Moody was commentating one time, him and I commentated a Ronald Aguilar goal from this almost exact spot, Coach.
I mean, this is how you get back in the game. You know, if you can get into your forward, you can hold it up well, maybe get fouled. Now we're on free kicks, and you know, one quality strike is 1-1.
Absolutely. We have to see what Ronald Aguilar does here. Looks like Hernandez is having a word with him. Aguilar known to let it rip from this area. Angel Diaz, the goalkeeper for the Drovers, having a word with his wall, getting it set up and organized.
I mean, I'm expecting him to go goal here. It's about the right distance, right side.
Ronald Aguilar also has an option just outside of the wall that is not being picked up. That's Hernandez off to his right, but Aguilar looking to shoot, and he does.
So Henry, stop kicking the ball there. Igor, stop
Just
fouling.
above what he was looking for. Didn't quite get his head over it like he would have wanted.
Yeah, I'd like to think he's got to make the goalkeeper work there, hit the target.
Absolutely. That's most of the advice I've heard to players is just hit the target, make the goalkeeper work. Let's see what he's made of. We haven't really seen much of this goalkeeper working. We've been a couple of attempts here, but nothing much that is dangerous, at least in a goalkeeper's eyes.
Yeah, the first half, Ronaldo had a chance, and he's missed the near post. You know, that was a good opportunity to get one up.
Drovers looking to get things going here, working with 11 men versus the Jaguars 10. Great hustle there from Bolanga, but not enough to keep it inside. Jaguar throw, 31.5, just north of that. In the second half of the Jaguars' home season opener, taking on the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma. The Drovers coming down to San Antonio. They're not getting a true representation of San Antonio, Texas weather, though. As Coach mentioned, it is about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than it normally would be here. I think the temperature is probably in high 70s, low 80s right now.
You could put a sweatshirt on, it's that cold.
Absolutely. Wouldn't go that far, Coach. Looks like we have a hurt player on the field. Oscar Hernandez is going down. We're going to get that camera off of him and stop the clock. Looks like he wants to have a word with the referee, and he hops right back up. Just wanted to plead his case a little bit there, but referee didn't see much to give him. Long throw there from Sanchez. AR has raised her flag. It's going to be a throw-in for the Drovers. If you're just tuning in, this is Cameron M. Caldwell and Coach Moody, the head women's soccer coach of the Lady Jaguars. in the season opener of your Texas A&M University San Antonio Jaguars taking on the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma. Score is 1-0. Drovers got one early in the second half here. Jaguars are playing with 10 men. Had an unfortunate foul that was blown a straight red early on. Looks like the AR sprinted really quickly to get in the middle of something. Maybe just a little friendly soccer love happening. Didn't see much on our half of the field, though. It's going to be a Jaguars free kick. They elect to go to Pena in their back. De La Torre now. Bit of a heavy touch. See if he can keep it. Aguilar unable to get the right touch on that. He wanted to find Olivares up top, but just couldn't find him. Being pressed by Hernandez now, out wide. It's like Olivares may have fouled number 14 for the Drovers, Espinal. He'll hop right back up, though. No harm, no foul. Just south of 30 minutes left to play in this second half. Jaguars looking to equal it out with 10 men on the field. Drovers elect to go quick. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're new to the Jaguar Sports Network, don't be afraid to subscribe. But Sanchez trying to get something going. Jaguars looking to keep it in the half of the Drovers field. Joey De La Torre and Aguilar pressing now. Diaz is going to go quick. Settled by the Drovers, out of the air. Quick shout out to our Vice President and President of Operations of Enlace Media Lab, Trey Delgado. As Drovers trying to get up the field and moving, that's Milenovic. Pena. Good save there, getting low. That was a shot by the original goal scorer, Legetho. Trying to find his second as Hernandez makes his way up the field, finds Aguilar up the line. He has Joey De La Torre in the middle. What's Aguilar going to make happen here? Finds the ball inside. A lot of black jerseys around him, though. Now we might see an example of that. 11 versus 10 men. There's 3v2 here. Drovers making their way down. And 14 will be called offsides. Not a mistake you can make, especially with 11 versus 10 in a 3v2 situation, Coach.
Yeah, I think he's got to play that ball a little bit sooner, and then you can find the player in the middle. But you know, the ref played the advantage. Our keeper picked up again. I think we've got to hit that diagonal a lot more. It's going to be more accurate.
Absolutely, Jaguars losing possession of it. In the Drovers side of the field, Drovers have no desire to hurry up and get the ball. They're up 1-0 with 11 men versus 10. Wind is picking up here. This throw in is by Bolanga. Hernandez knocking it off to Sanchez. Sanchez had a man on his back and takes another hard foul. Sanchez is not happy. Looks like the yellow card is going to come out for number 11, Thiago Fasano. Coach. 11. Yellow card on number 11, Thiago Fasano, the captain, or he had a captain's band on. I'm not sure if he took it off or something, but doesn't have it anymore, and it is now a free kick for the Jags. Jaguars lining up on the 18. This one is Sanchez taking this kick. Looks like the Drovers sending everybody back, Coach.
I mean, I would if you're winning 1-0.
Bit of a park the bus strategy early on. Sanchez sending that one in. It looks like a good ball. Angel Diaz comes out for it. Has a little bit of contact there. No foul, though.
No, good hands by the keeper.
Absolutely asserting his dominance in his box. The senior goalkeeper from Spain. Great job there from him. Good hands, as Coach said. Looks like he elects to go long. Great kick on that. Gets it to the Jaguar side of the field. 32. Olivares with it now, trying to get it out of harm's way. He's able to. He finds Hernandez. Jaguars looking a bit out of the back. Number 6 and Aguilar tracking up. Joy De La Torre on the right side. Aguilar gets found in behind. Has Joy De La Torre in the middle. Number 6 with it up at the top of the box. A shot. Great shot. Deflected. Even better defense. Jaguars still with it. Ball gets floated in. Aguilar's on the back post, but that one just had a little bit too much on it, Coach.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity to tie the game up. And again, good defending.
Absolutely exemplary defense there by the Drovers. And off comes number 11, Diego Fasano, after picking up that booking. On comes number 13, Callum Scott for the Drovers. I believe that's his first time checking into the game. Jaguars are going to sub as well, number 8. Fortunately, I don't have his name on my roster, but we hope to get that changed soon. And he's going to take off number 6, Simbomana. Junior Klepko, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you and your efforts as a Jaguar, former Jaguar, and also keeping up with the Jaguar Sports Network. We appreciate it. Term says, let's go, Ronald, supporting Ronald Aguilar. Just north of 24 minutes left to play in this second half. Hernandez with it on the left side of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for bearing with us. Unfortunately, we do not have the scaffold that we had last season, so we are making do with what we got. Hopefully you still are getting a good view of the action here. Don't worry, though, we'll get a scaffold soon. And Hernandez going down, hard foul. That was number 14. Fernando Espinal called on that one. No card, though, comes out. Sanchez taking this one. Jaguars making their way up the field. Sanchez elects to go short to Hernandez. Joy De La Torre with it now. Able to find Olivares. De La Torre. As Olivares up the line, elects not to go that way. Going to reset here to number 34, Garza. Goes all the way back to number 5, Hernandez. Jaguars, another miscommunication there. It's a Drover throw in. Looks like we are going to call for a water break here at 22:37. Hopefully my clock is accurate with the game clock that we have set up. Scratch that, 24:45. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from that quick water break. Cameron M. Caldwell and Coach Moody, the Lady Jaguars women's soccer head coach here. Beautiful day for some Jaguars soccer. A little bit cooler weather here, Coach.
I mean, it's great for playing. You know, you're not going to work on your suntan today, but if you're a player, this is perfect. You know, no sun, little breeze. Again, we didn't get a lot of water last night, so the pitch is in perfect condition. You know, it's moving like it should.
Absolutely, Coach. Score is 1-0. And we are live here on the Jaguar Sports Network, the only official media network on the campus of Texas A&M University San Antonio, entirely student-run. Shout out to all of my staff here. Demetrius on the camera. We have DJ on the camera as well, photography. Miss Maddie taking pictures. Carlos taking pictures, our director of photography. And here come the Jaguars the other way, looking to get things going. Down 1-0 here with 10 players. Had one early send-off. First booking of the game, questionable challenge, but referee did see a straight red, which is unfortunate, but Coach, since this is a preseason game, is Guerrero going to have to sit out another match afterwards, or are you not sure about that one?
I mean, it's not an exhibition, it's not a scrimmage, so it's a proper game. So I believe if you get a red card, you have to sit out at least one more game afterwards. It could be two. I'm not sure.
Unfortunate situation here. Guerrero being sent off early. As we said, it was a straight red.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the rules committee to look at that again. You know, I think just sitting out the game that you got the red card from it, I think is enough punishment for you and for your team.
Absolutely, as we mentioned, Jaguars playing with 10 men. And we saw the results of that. Jaguars went down early in this first half, and we have just north of 19 minutes left to play. Looks like some subs are going to be coming in for the Jaguars, but we have a free kick. Hernandez on it. Sends that one's in and headed out by Belanga. Stays with the Jaguars. Subs are going to come in. That's number 22. Cepeda. Looks like he's coming in for Hernandez, who just took that free kick. And number 23 on the Drovers. Faidi taking out number 16, Igor Kodash. Kodash coming by way of Serbia. Love to see international players, and it's with Sanchez now on the Jaguars. Sends a ball inside. Joey De La Torre's back post, and that's off the crossbar. Very close when that is, Coach.
Yeah, I think you just overhit it there, so it's disappointing with someone at the far post. You know, got to take these chances when you get in the final third.
Absolutely, Coach. Moving into, you have just south of 20 minutes here of the second half. What are some adjustments you think you would make on both sides, 11 and 10 men, Jaguar side and the Drover side?
Yeah, I mean, with the Jaguars, there's still a game there. You know, 1-0, they can get at least a draw out of it and maybe go on to win it. You know, it's win that first goal. As they normally say, whoever gets the next goal, you know, are in control. So if it goes 2-0 up, it's, I'd say, pretty much over. But if we score, then maybe we go on and get the second one and win 2-1.
Absolutely, Drovers knocking it around in the back. That's York. Straight to the Jaguars. That's Sanchez, and Jaguars have a couple men up here. Looks like Aguilar wanted that one right away. This one's Olivares with it. Had a tackle behind him. Ball's inside. And you have a goal, Jaguars scoring one, just as we were talking about whose game it could be, and now it is tied. That's number 22, Cepeda. Just as Coach said, it's anyone's game now. 1-1 is the score.
Well, let's see what the linesmen have to say here.
Looks like linesmen and center referee having a word or two. A lot of Drover players raise their hands and offsides, but as viewers may or may not know, it's when the ball was played. It looks like we're not saying anything. That is a goal for the Jaguars, Coach. 1-1, just as you and I were talking about it. That is Cepeda leveling things out here.
Yep, the refs is walking back to halfway, so I guess it's been given.
Great finish there by Cepeda, an even better run. Anyone's game now, just as Coach and I were mentioning. Drovers maybe got a little complacent there. And they're going to elect to go direct right away, knocking things up to the left side of the field to their goal scorer, Lekethbo.
Yeah, I think the speed of play is going to pick up now.
Jaguars in dangerous territory here. Gets knocked out by number 5. That's Hernandez knocking that one away. And now we have a Drovers corner kick. As Coach mentioned, speed of play is going to pick things up. It's anyone's game with just north of 16 and a half left to play in the second half of the season opener between your Texas A&M University San Antonio Jaguars taking on the Drovers out of Oklahoma. Looks like there's a man on the keeper here. Pena has one on him.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
Ball's knocked out. That was Jacob Olivares there, unable to keep it under control, but that's fine. Got it out of harm's way. Still a throw-in. Number 14, Espinal on it now for the Drovers. Just kidding. It's Lynch now with it. Dropped it off. Ball's knocking around. Ball sent back inside. Drovers trying to get things going. It's bouncing around a little bit. Pena's going to come out for that one. Elects to let it go for a goal kick. You expect both teams just to be playing as direct as possible, Coach, or what are you thinking these last almost 15 minutes left here in this game? 1-1?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going more direct. You cut out mistakes in midfield and turnovers, and it's a safer way to play.
Pena coming out for that one, keeping the Jags out of danger.
I'm hitting this ball into the forwards, and then I need someone up there to support.
Likes to go short there.
Yeah, that's what they're used to doing, so they're just staying with what they're used to.
It's like a midfielder mistake, and they're going to call a foul there on the goal scorer.
Yeah, I think it's a bit harsh.
The foul of the ref.
I mean, I wouldn't have given a foul. I thought he shielded the ball and got to it.
Absolutely, Coach. You and me both. And now Drovers have the ball in a dangerous area. Jaguars have 10 men, so this could be one of those situations where the Drovers extra. Very dangerous header there, and Pena didn't have to put a hand on it, but it rolled right across his far post.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Thank you all so much for chatting away. It's Navanka Gomez, our former social media and Marcom's manager, supporting your Jags. And Darwin Concrete says goal was offsides, no good call. Unfortunately, we cannot give anything concrete, if you will, to that. We do not have the best of views. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Had a couple of technical difficulties, but we are back. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Cameron M. Caldwell on play-by-play, and Coach Moody, the Lady Jaguars women's soccer head coach, joining me on colors. Beautiful day for some Jaguars soccer. Cool weather, a breeze. Ronald Aguilar going over the top, and Ronald's going to be called for the foul there.
Yeah, I think it was.
16. Igor Kodas, the Serbian, going to be taking out number 14, Fernando Espinal, and number 19, Miguel Liete. I'm not sure who he's taking out, but we'll see next out. Taking out number 11, number 17, excuse me. Do not have him on my roster, unfortunately. 7, excuse me, I'm getting corrected. He's taking out Ronald here, giving Ronald a break. Ronald has not had a break so far, and it's a bit of a hard tackle there. Looks like a card is going to come out for the goal scorer. Is it Peda? Or no, that's number 6, excuse me. Foul was called on number 5, Eduardo Hernandez. And now Drovers have the ball in a dangerous area, almost like a corner for the almost like a corner for the Drovers. Jaguars need to get set up here. Pena needs to
It's a
direct
dangerous
his team.
situation.
Absolutely, 11 versus 10. This could be where we see a mismatch come in, Coach.
They could play that guy on the edge of the box too.
Looks like a Jaguar is going on that man at the edge of the box. That one's number 2, Olivares. Just south of 11 and a half left to play in the second half. Ball comes in. And they're going to call a foul on the Drovers. Jaguar ball. Definitely want to get it up out of your own half here.
Hey, we gotta look for Joey, guys. Arturo, pide el balón.
Dominic Pena. Looking to go long here. Arnold Aguilar gets ahead to it. See if the Jaguars can keep it. So it's Zepeda out to number 2, Olivares. Heavy slide tackle and another booking is going to come out. That one's on number 14 for the Drovers, Fernando Espinal.
And that's like that's just a yellow. After giving that red early on, he could have given a red for that because he's coming studs up, even though he's low to the ground.
Absolutely, Coach. Did look like a studs up challenge, and as you said,
Well, 2 feet 2, I guess.
that's what social media calls a Brexit challenge. Very lucky, as Coach said. I mean, referee set a precedent early for going in studs up that it's going to be red, but looks like a Drover player escaped that.
I think there was no contact.
It's going to be number 32, Olivares, on the free kick in a dangerous area for the Jags. Good floated ball inside. Diaz might get a hand to it, and he does, controlling his box. Not quite the ball the Jags were looking for here, Coach.
No, I think with a better delivery, we caused some problems, but now the keeper's picked it up and they're in a little bit of trouble.
Looked like Pena took a bit of a hard challenge here.
Yeah, I think the ref must have missed it.
Absolutely. I didn't quite see it myself, but we'll be okay to get the camera back on him. Doesn't seem to be hurt.
No, because he kicks him in the head. That could be serious. Fair
Absolutely.
play.
Referee missed that one for sure, Coach. And Jaguars looking to pick things up. Aguilar taking a hard tackle, but it's going to stay in possession of the Jaguars. Joey de la Torre is back post. Zepeda now out with it wide. And it's going to be Jaguars ball, but subs coming in. Number 19 for the Jaguars, Liete. Taking out. Looks like Liete is not going to come in, but for the Drovers, 16. Taking out 14 and 11 taking out 13. Just north of 8.5 for the Jags. Left to play. This is a tie game here. Looks like we have some viewers not too happy with the referees. Thank you all so much for tuning in, though.
It's a difficult job.
Absolutely. As a former referee of U12s myself, Coach, I have a bit experience of what they go through, and nothing compared to college-level play. And we're all humans. Sometimes things are missed, but score is 1-1. Jaguar is going to reset all the way back to Pena. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for the Jaguar Sports Network. If you're new around here, I want to say about 38, 37 subscribers away from our goal of hitting 900 subscribers on YouTube and almost 600 followers on Instagram at Jaguar Sports Network. Share the link with your friends if they are Jaguar supporters, Drover supporters. We're happy to have everybody here supporting your team, whoever it may be. This stream is for both sides. Although we are the Jaguar Sports Network, happy to have everybody in attendance. Jaguars looking to get things going once again. Zepeda inside to number 8. They're knocking it around, unable to keep it with them. Number 8 gets called for a foul there. Drover ball.
Are you coming to a game Sunday?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And if you like supporting Jaguars soccer, the Lady Jags will be here in action. 11 a.m. Sunday, September the 7th. Going to be a beautiful day for some Jaguar soccer. We're going to see Coach Moody in action, see the women in action. Coach, how are you feeling about that game coming up?
Well, hopefully you'll see them in action. Hopefully I'm going to be pretty quiet on the sidelines.
Always a good game when Coach Moody doesn't have to do too much.
So hopefully, yes. The last 2 games are a bit noisy on the sidelines, so I'm trying to quiet down.
Absolutely. Coach Moody has some new players that are learning the system and new to college soccer in general. So that adjustment period is what the preseason is for. Great little backheel pass. Looks like they got the ball there. Great tackle. Jaguars didn't like that one, though. Still with the Jags. They just lost it. Drover's trying to go the other way. They don't have the numbers up. Legetho keeps it, gets around his defender. It's a 2v2 now. Body's coming up. Legetho. Knocked out by a Jaguar defender. Didn't see the number. Jaguars able to avoid danger there. Just north of 5 minutes left to play in this second half. Score is still 1-1. And a substitution for the Drovers. That's number 13, Callum Scott. Looks like he'll be taking out number 23, Elias Faidi. To thank our referees for officiating this game. As Coach Moody said, very hard job. Almost impossible to ref a perfect game, but they do their best.
You know, you can't keep everyone happy.
Always going to be some people upset, Coach.
Absolutely.
It's with Bolanga. Dropping it inside. Drovers trying to get something going here. Trying to get an attempt. Being thwarted by the Jaguar defense, and Pena gets a hand to it, able to avoid what possibly could have been a goal kick. I think Jaguars had a little bit of contact on that one.
It's a great throw out.
Absolutely. Love to have a goalkeeper that can distribute like that. Aguilar unable to find his teammates at Beta up top.
Yeah, needed a bit of support and people to run past him.
Didn't quite have it. Looks like Oscar Hernandez is going to be subbing in. Didn't hear who he was subbing in for. Number 2, Olivares. Hernandez is taking out Olivares. And Pena coming out, being strong off of his line. Taking control of his box. Pena's had a decent game so far, Coach.
No, definitely when you get a red card early on, the game can suffer, but both teams have been at it, so it's been good to watch.
Absolutely been a great season opener for the Jags, taking on the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma, the Drovers. Once again, thank you all so much for tuning in to the Jaguars Sports Network, the only official, and a header goes backwards. Pena coming out, great clearance by Pena to avoid some danger. Looks like a call was offsides. We're going to pause the clock here. Can't sub on an offsides, though. Hernandez going to have to come back, and looks like number 15, Jansing, going to sub in as well when they can. Pena going to take the, or excuse me, no. Pena's not taking this one. That's going to be taken by Garza, number 34. Start the clock back up again, and here we go.
Yeah, we got to go straight into the forward there. With 2 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go, just hit the forward and get knockdowns and flick-ons.
Absolutely, not finding the option he wanted. Olivares coming out, and number 11 for the Drovers, Thiago Fasano just south of 2.5. Left to play in this second half. Score is still 1-1. Cameron Caldwell and Coach Moody, the head coach of the women's soccer Lady Jaguars, on the call for you. Thank you all so much for tuning in and chatting with me. Unfortunately, we do not have a merch shop yet. Well, I think we might. I think it's online.
Yeah, I think give us a week or two, we'll be all set.
TAMUSAsports.com for merch. There should be a link there for merch. Coach Moody said give him a week to get some things cooking up. Are we going to see some new merchandise coming from women's soccer, Coach?
I believe we are.
Now, that's an exciting thing. I'm going to have to get my hands on a polo or something. Whatever comes out, I'd love to get me something.
We'll get you a sweatshirt out here.
You're the man, Coach, for the 96-degree weather of soccer season. I wear it during basketball, though, in between our formal dress code Jaguar Sports Network has, but referee's blowing the whistle here, not sure what for. We have just over 80 viewers live on the Jaguar Sports Network with just south of 1.5 minutes left to play in the second half. 4 minutes, excuse me. I have not been stopping the clock when the referee was, so we are 3 minutes ahead. I will reset it when we get back to 0. Matter of fact, I'll reset it right now. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, after fixing the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, our clock is 30 seconds ahead now. Having some technical difficulties getting that right, but a corner comes in for the Jaguars, headed out by defense. Didn't seem to have a Jaguar body even close to the ball, Coach.
Yeah, these little things, good delivery, and you get a chance to score, win the game there.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we get one more chance.
Drovers trying to move up the field quickly. They do have some numbers up. Hernandez hustling back. Love to see that hustle, especially when you have 10 men. You need hustle like that, but Lekethbo moving up. Drovers trying to find something. Attempt stopped by the Jaguars. Amazing display of defense right there, Coach.
Yeah, they came back. They needed to. Now let's see if we can counter.
Hernandez. Jaguars have bodies up the field. Gets stopped by the Drovers once again. Number 10, Milenovic, the Serbian, hits off the referee, and he's going to call. Looks like we're going to stop the time. No. All right, I don't have time to do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I just got word there is 1:40 on the clock. We are just a little bit ahead here. Dominic Pena once again being strong in his box coach. That's exactly what you need when you have 10 men and only just under a minute left, or just above a minute left, excuse me. Ball played up like Coach Moody was saying, straight to the strikers. Hernandez. Good ball in with Hernandez now. Jaguars getting bodies up the field. Joy de la Torre with it.
One minute.
1 minute left, just as we heard. We are 34 seconds ahead. It is 1 minute left. We are just south of a minute now to go. A shot in by number 8. Stopped by the other number 8 on the Drovers. Yes, you can check out the merch shop at TAMUSAsports.com. Coach Moody gave us the official word that some new merchandise is on the way. Said I am promised a sweatshirt out here. I'm very excited about that. And Jaguar Sports Network looking to get some merch made soon. Working with a little bit of a budget, and Ronald Aguilar looks like he's going to check out for the game today, playing almost 90 minutes straight, finally getting a break.
Win the first and seconds. Good. No foul. No foul.
Say just under 30 seconds left to play. Jaguars looking to make something happen in these last couple seconds of this game.
No foul. No foul.
Dancing around with it in the corner. 25 seconds left to play. We are just a little bit ahead. Jaguars resetting. Pena with it now. Knocking it up to Joy de la Torre. Trying to get ahead on it. 50-50 ball up in the air. Drovers headed the other way.
10,
10 seconds left to play.
8,
Ball
7,
is sent over the
6.
fence. Looks like this game is possibly ending in a tie. And it will. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, your season opener. Your Texas A&M University San Antonio Jaguars taking on the University of Arts and Sciences out of Oklahoma. The Drovers score ended in 1-1. Coach, what are your final thoughts of that one?
You know, I think with the red card going 1-0 down, getting back a draw, almost with a chance to win it, you know, it's great effort by the
Fans,
guys.
your Jaguars' next
So
home
I
match
think
is
1-1
against
was a fair
Conference
result.
opponent
You know, it was
Jarvis Christian on
entertaining
September 25th. We look forward
early
to
on in the
seeing you.
season, so I think both coaches will be pretty
As you
happy.
join us at the
Absolutely, a
soccer
lot
field.
to build on, a lot to work on. As Coach said, still a preseason matchup before the
Fans,
conference
be
play.
sure to
If you want to catch up with the Jaguars, we have Coach Moody and the Lady Jags in action coming up this Sunday, September the 7th at 11 a.m. We'll be live streaming that match here on the Jaguar Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe. This has been Cameron Caldwell. Oh, also follow us on Instagram at Jaguar Sports Network, our YouTube, TAMUSA JSN. We are close to 900 subscribers, almost 600 followers on Instagram. If you've enjoyed this commentary, if you've enjoyed the footage, if you've enjoyed any of it, be sure to support us and support this entirely student-run initiative. This has been Cameron M. Caldwell, and on Colors, I've been had the honor of being joined by Coach Moody, the Lady Jaguars women's soccer head coach. Thank you so much. Keep it right here, and that'll do it for us.